And this is for real, trust me, because my husband was one of the great masters for this art. He did it like this till the day he passed away. You see, the young apprentices have to learn how to do it with the fret saw, because that's the artistic way. Later on, they're allowed to use an electric blade, but never say the word laser to a master artisan, because he'll bite you. Trust me. Here's what the wood looks like after it has been cut.
Wow.
Now you know why they call it a dyed art. He'll keep the light pieces because the artisan inlays light wood into the dark. When he's got an item with color, flowers, grapes, whatever, these here have to be recut from the different kinds of woods. If he doesn't have a natural wood, he'll dye the maple, the white wood, to the color he needs. Blue, pink, orange, the yellow. But watch this closely. See the detail? This is important because when you touch a work of art like the one right behind me, it's so smooth and it's so perfect it seems painted. Trust me, it took this man 4 months to complete this. Finally, the artisan will go back to the stack of wood that he began working with. He'll throw out the light ones. He's got to work with the dark bases. They look like empty puzzle bases. He puts them out on the counter. Then he picks up a tin pan with sand and heats it to a certain degree. Why? Because he's got to shape the wood. Here again, if you look at the little sample I'm holding, it's got a dark area on it. It's only done to make the design look nicer when he puts it all back together again. It's like a waste of time, but he does it because it looks pretty when they put it together. The artisan will take all these little pieces of wood. Now he's got to put them into the dark bases. In other words, he has to make his original drawing in the different kinds of woods to be able to work with the veneer so that the pieces won't remain on the counter. He needs a backing. The backing has to be put on the right side so he can take it off. And he uses gum tape. This is the right side. The tape was on this. Watch. Why does this thing keep coming down? You gotta stay up there. Look at this. And remember, if he breaks one of these little tips here, he's gotta start all over again. He can't glue it in there, trust me, because it won't look right. Now this veneer gets glued onto a solid seasoned piece of wood. They go into a pressure machine for about 7 minutes. When they come out of the pressure machine, the veneer has been inlaid onto the other piece of wood. He dampens the tape, scrapes it off, then he's got to sandpaper this side down. Here again, he's got to be careful because if he goes down too deep, he'll ruin the design. He's got to start all over again. And then 2 coats of polyurethane are sprayed on each piece. It's buffed for this high gloss. He leaves it for that matte finish. Are you ready for this? It's on there. It'll heat up, but it will not burn. You know, you spray polyurethane on parquet floor so you can walk on it. What is most important is that he gave you a solid base. Let's face it, after you spend 4 months doing something so beautiful, you're not going to put it on a piece of plywood. He would have a heart attack if it started to peel off. You don't know what they're like. I know because I lived with one for a long time, 36 years. They're a labor of love. They love their artwork, and they're not going to do it in the wrong way. They're jealous of their art too, not of their wives. You can run off with somebody who could care less, trust me. Now upstairs, we have linens, we've got potteries. You're not obliged to buy them. At least say, well, not appreciate what they do.